I don't, I'm just, I don't know if we're live or not yet because I see, oh, now we're live. I don't know why we're so small. I'm using new Facebook and I actually get to use it on my computer tonight, so I'm not used to it looking like this. So, welcome One Stars. Thank you for joining me. I have the beautiful Michelle with me tonight. So, I met Michelle 3 years ago?
Yeah, three.
About 3 years ago in Trilo. So, I will let her take it from here.
Okay. Well, Trilo definitely changed my life. Um, Something that counselors and psychologists could never ever fix. I met Cynthia. She was it was funny, you'd never know it. We both kind of held our own, looking like we had our shit together. And we started on our journey together, and uh, it's just been incredible miracles and magic, actually, that's coming to life.
That's okay. No volume. There. I have a watch party going as well. Yeah, that's it's crazy how people come together and what brings them together and then what keeps them together because you know a lot of times we say people come into our lives for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, and you don't quite get it or understand that until you actually go through it, and you don't understand why you meet the people you do sometimes.
No.
And definitely meeting you in Trilo and going to Trilo was very impactful for me,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, I think I don't know. I think we both needed somebody to believe in us, and we both believed in each other.
Yeah.
And I definitely Cynthia has a lot of really I can't even describe it extraordinary gifts and
Oh, thank you.
um, full of love. I am, you know what? Love heals everything. Uh, she has done DNA work on a tumor that I had removed a few years ago. It was a 3 pound tumor, and she actually, um, I don't even can't even say what she actually did, but she she did her magic, and all her food in her house went moldy.
It really did.
Yeah.
Even fresh meat that was in my fridge, and my lemons. Remember the picture of my lemons?
Yes.
Like,
and your gravy.
my,
Like food went instantly moldy when she was working on me.
yeah.
And I have had cancer now 3 times. Um, and when I did have the tumor removed, it was benign. And when I went to one of the retreats right after, everyone said I glowed. I was healed. I did not have cancer anymore. And I that's magic. And I'm starting to I believe in I believe in gifts, and I believe in things that you can explain. Um, and you know what? We're all here to help each other, and I think we're stronger when we work together and we ask for help, and we all have different gifts.
Absolutely. And our gifts work better when we have people that believe, because if somebody says, can you do this for me, but they don't believe that you actually have that ability or believe in magic, then there's nothing you can do that can help them.
Yeah.
Like, people have to believe in the magic of healing and believe that they have that within themselves as well. It's a joint effort.
Yeah,
for sure.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I know actually right after the tumor was in my uterus, so they had taken, it was a full hysterectomy, and I was only in for a couple days, and I went to the retreat on the weekend, and uh, I was dancing
You
like
were.
boogieing like I never had surgery. So yeah, love heals, faith heals, um, and yeah, if you can keep your mind open, uh, there's uh, there's a lot of gifts.
There is. I'm not sure if anyone has tried to comment, but I don't know. Only comments. If one of my followers could write a comment, I would appreciate that because I'm using new Facebook right now, and I mean, as it is, we're only a tiny little picture in the corner, so it's not what I'm accustomed to. So I'm going to write something and see if it, okay, so it shows up. Hi, everyone. Type of comments. Oh, thanks, Brian. Nope, I got your comment, so I absolutely know it's working. Perfect. That's all I wanted to know. Um, with this being new for me and it actually working, it's kind of exciting. So yeah, back to healing. I mean, we all possess some kind of healing energies. And I've kept some of mine pretty secretive or on the download for quite some time. But um, Michelle is one of the, if not the very first person that I've ever done any kind of DNA activation or DNA healing on. And with Michelle, it was while I was sleeping and while she was sleeping. I went to her, or the universe came to me, and then I went to her. We had a discussion in our sleep, and that's when it started. And I think, what did it take? 3 nights, 3 visits?
Yeah, it was within a week.
Yeah, it didn't
No,
take long.
no, it was within a week.
However, time is man-made. So within that dream state, the dream realm, that could have been centuries. Who knows? Who knows how long it took? Because again, there is no time. I mean, in the dream state, you can be dreaming for 1 minute, and it could take you 6 hours to explain everything you saw. So.
Well, you did say that you couldn't afford groceries anymore. So it lasted a while.
Yeah, but all worth it. I mean, that's again another one of the stones, one of my stepping stones to get me to where I am right now. So it's something I'm definitely grateful for and appreciative. Like I'm definitely grateful for
Me
that.
too.
For you allowing me to do that.
Yeah, I definitely believed in Cynthia. I've definitely opened up a lot more to, I guess it's what comes to me. Nothing that I can actually even explain. Um, but I honestly do think, well, all of my traumas in life have always given me so much more strength to help other people get through the same thing. And like postpartum, I helped many moms, many kids um, with cancer and amputation, helped lots of children. Um, just to accept the fact. I guess I'm living proof that you can get through anything if you believe. If you believe in love and life, and yeah, I'm pretty grateful. Pretty grateful.
Well, think of all the people because you are a warrior and because you haven't played the role of the victim, even though it's been presented so many times, you've taken on the role of the victor, how many others you have helped and guided and potentially saved because you've shared your story, shared your journey, and allowed them to be safe in your grasp, like in your presence. So that's something to be proud of and something to embrace for sure.
Well, I guess I've had the same mentors in my life who didn't make cancer, passed away, but they passed away with smiles and hope, and
I don't know what I just did, but
we're bigger.
I'm not going to touch anything.
Yeah. So yeah, with Shiloh, it really opened me up to dive into some of the dark areas of my life that I just kept hidden. And you know what? The more stress we hold in our bodies, it actually causes disease. So if you have shit stuff down in there, deal with it. Face it head on. And yeah, it's probably going to be painful, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And then anything that surfaces, feel it and let it go.
Sounds easy, but it's worth it. It's
a lot of work.
There's a lot of tears and a lot of anguish and a lot of swearing and a lot of anger and a lot of this doesn't make sense and questioning, but so worth it.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it really is. I think that's the biggest thing is if you need help, reach out. Don't be afraid of asking for help because we all go through stuff.
Absolutely. And even if it's not, and I speak from experience, and I believe a lot of us speak from experience. However, even if it's sharing a gift, like I'll use my DNA activation as an example. This is something, when did this take place? 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was about 2.
2 years ago, and it's something that I have kept under wraps until just recently because I was afraid of being judged.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's a gift that I have to offer, and because it's not something that everyone welcomes, I was afraid of being judged. So, whether this is a gift you want to share or this is something you're going through physically, mentally, emotionally, there's always someone out there that you can speak to, and don't keep it to yourself, because I was so worried that I would lose so many people by showing my true colors when instead I attracted so many people, and the ones that weren't meant to be in my life found an exit.
Mm-hmm.
So
and that's okay.
Yeah, so I invite everyone to just be true to who you are, share who you are, do what you do, and be you. It's amazing.
And I will say, when Cynthia was working on me, it was funny, all my plants in my house died, in my office, they died, but they all came back to life. So
I remember that now.
So you know what? It really just spoke to me that Mother Nature, it's a cycle that looks after everything. You just have to trust that you're supported.
Well, and especially with Mother Nature, right? Like, look at the seasons, how things change. Leaves fall, and then, hey, leaves fall in the fall. Never thought of that before. I'm sure everyone else has, but I haven't.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
So I see some people are commenting and viewing from my personal page. I can't respond to you there. I just happened to look at my phone and I see you're watching from there. So any comments that you post on my live, I don't even know what it's called. It is called, I don't know. Anyhow, my live viewing from my page. Sometimes words are difficult. I can't see those comments. So I'll respond after, or you can certainly come to the Weekly One Facebook page and watch from there, and I'll be able to see your comments here. Or it's just an issue right here, and I can't get comments for whatever reason. Um,
Yeah.
so what else? Is there anything else you wanted to say about that, or about healing, or anything else you wanted to share with anyone?
Well, something that's really been kind of
Watch party. Thanks, Lynn. Okay, go on.
something that's really kind of been triggering me a lot lately is the amount of children that have been going missing. Something I'm very passionate about is protecting children and their innocence. I guess I want everyone to know I did take the Little Warrior class and was not aware of some of the truth about um, some of the sickness in the world. Your kids are telling you something, and you should listen because they don't make that stuff up. And with your kids going missing and stuff, there is some pretty toxic things out there that everybody needs to be watching and looking out for one another. If you see somebody struggling, help. Yeah, and don't be afraid to say it. And that's what most people do nowadays is they run the other way. So I don't know. I guess do our part if you can.
Well, and with that being said, you said if your kids are talking, listen. What I've found is you have to really, really listen and hear what they're saying, because you don't always understand what they're saying because they don't have the knowledge or the I don't want to say education, but they don't have the words. They don't know how, kind of like me right now. I don't know how to portray my thought across so people understand I'm having difficulty. Kind of like that.
But their actions will.
Yeah, watch their actions more than their words, like how they react or interact around people or how they look at people, because I know sometimes someone can say, I don't like that person, and you'll ask your child why, and they'll say, oh, they're mean, and it's left at that. But what we don't understand is what's going on behind closed doors and what makes that person mean.
Yeah.
So not only we really need to feel in and hear what our children are saying. Yeah. Hi, Lori. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. So yeah, when your kids stop playing and they start to become a little reserved, yeah, it's a sign that something's going on.
Yeah, exactly. Hear what they're trying to tell you and not necessarily what they're saying. Yeah, and kids won't ever tell you they've had a bad day. They'll ask you to play with them instead. That's absolutely right. And, there's things I'm learning now that I wish would have been out there when we were younger.
Yeah.
Like when we were parenting. I know when I was raising my kids, I parented differently than a lot of others and was told I was doing it wrong. And whereas now what I was doing back then is actually the way people are parenting. It's your child has a voice. Treat them like they're a human being, not like they're an object. And, a lot of people that are our age were told we were raised to be seen, not heard.
Yeah.
And I kind of did the reverse of that. It was like, no, my kids have a voice. My kids are little people. And you know what? Shit still happened that I wish wouldn't have, because I didn't have the tools to hear what they were trying to tell me. I only heard the words.
Yeah.
So,
well, the Little Warriors class, it doesn't cost anything, and it's definitely an eye-opener.
Well, and coming together and talking about this now, and, sitting down and hearing other people's stories and hearing what they've gone through, whether it be a child or an adult or anything like that, we're learning, we're sharing, we're experiencing, and we're realizing, most importantly, that we're not alone.
No,
And that
we're
we're
not.
not bad people because we didn't understand what was going on, or because we didn't see what was going on, or because we didn't act when we didn't know. Like we have to remember we come from a place of you can only do as good as you can do with the knowledge that you have in that moment.
That's right.
Know better, do better.
So even though
So
that it's an uncomfortable topic, it's real, and it happens probably more than it should. You say 1 in 3 women, 1 in 6 men. I've met many that it has affected their whole entire life. So if we can catch it, any signs when you're kids, I guess think of what their society will be like if they're healthy.
well, and how much healing you're doing, and like we were talking about earlier, catch it now, and the healing not only goes forward but it goes back.
Yeah.
So I watch, and again, I'll use myself as an example. Things that I heal in my life today, I watch change in my kids. Whether that be how I feel or think about something, how I, instead of reacting, um, be proactive instead of reactive. And then I watch my kids in certain situations where in the past they would be reactive and now they're being proactive. And I give myself a pat on the back for that, because it's like, you know what, this really does work.
Mm-hmm.
Fix yourself and it fixes those around you, and it fixes the DNA, and it goes back into your ancestry. And I mean, that's definitely another topic for another segment, but it just goes to like self-help, self-worth, being there for other people, talking, being open, sharing, bringing light to things. Just because you're sharing something does not mean you're looking for attention, or you're bragging, or you're trying to bring light to something. You if we share, we don't have to live there, we don't have to dwell there, but we can share, we can expose, we can love, and we can release.
Yeah.
We can heal.
And when you can see it for what it really is, it's not something to be
ashamed of,
or something to be hidden, then you know what? Then we have the ability to change our views, our strengths, our how we feel about ourselves. Like Trilo has really actually, no, it's healed me in a lot of ways. I'm way stronger now than I ever have been. Actually, I think Jerry Turan calls me Arnie. It seems to be, I guess I'm a little bit of a lawyer, and I definitely speak my truth.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Not a bully.
No.
But I will stand up for people, that's for sure.
And that's not being a bully. That's being a victor.
Yeah.
That's protecting. You're being a protector. We all need to be protectors.
I guess if anybody doesn't know me, I have a left arm that's been amputated. I have my thyroid, it's been removed. My ovaries, my uterus have been removed. The skin on my right foot has been removed. I've had 6 years of chemo. I don't know how many surgeries. I don't know. I guess I'm saying is every time I've gone through it, it gets easier.
And you're a victor. Listen to everything that you just said, and how many people can look at you and say, she is a warrior, she is a victor. You could have turned and ran and allowed defeat to take over your life, and you haven't. Instead,
no, I can ride a motorcycle and I can water ski.
So you pretty much said, bring it on. Well, yeah. We don't use those terms.
We don't use those terms.
We don't say that. But, nothing has knocked you down. And if it has, you've gotten right back up. So, and it's okay to get knocked down. It's okay to cry and throw a fit in woe is me and why me. However, we really need to look at how we pose our questions to the universe, because when we say why me, the universe is going to show you why. Yes. But if we say, I'm learning, whatever we're going to say, It's no matter how you look at it, you are a beautiful person and a victor, a warrior. I don't like to use the word hero.
No, I'm
I
not
don't
a
like the
hero.
hero. I don't
Yeah.
have a hero. I don't necessarily like hero. I like victor. I love warrior. I love the term warrior, and you definitely embody warrior. Yes, Lynn, definitely no less a beautiful person for it. Absolutely. Like you, and you are here to tell your story, and you are here um, with open energy, inviting others to come to you that need or want to talk about it, to discuss what they've gone through. You're a support system. You're a wonderful person.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And there is lots. You know what? Love heals. So, like I said, Cynthia did her magic on me, and well, her fruit and my plants had everything to say about it, but those are gone.
But you know what? Now I know what to do with that energy. Back then, it was we were releasing it out of you, and I didn't know where to send it, what to do with it.
No.
So it was just like going into everything in my house and poisoning it.
And I guess, you know what? Honestly, if I wouldn't have been open to believing
or receiving, it
or receiving, it wouldn't have worked.
No.
Yeah. The last 3 years have been absolutely incredible journey, and I don't know. I actually said last year, I said, this is it. No more cancer. I am done.
And ta-da!
And ta-da! Now I just want to help everybody.
Perfect.
If you ever need support, just reach out.
And if people do want to reach out, how do they go about doing that?
I am on Facebook. Probably Facebook is right now, or go through Cynthia.
Absolutely. You can reach out to me, and I will definitely put you in touch with Michelle. Absolutely. So
yeah.
On that note, let's just breathe and release and feel that. That's the hardest part for me, believing. I don't like to admit that I'm not in control. You're learning.
No, I have a hard time with not being in control, but you know what? You've got to believe and trust.
Yep.
And have faith.
How are you enjoying your tea?
I love my tea.
So I am drinking Respiratory Health Boost today from my good friend Melissa Hayward from Hayward's Eclectic. So this one, I'm not too sure exactly what's in it, but you can add ginger or honey. I didn't add any of that because I just like the woody taste. So it's steep for 8 to 12 minutes, strain and enjoy. But it's very rich and earthy. So I'll put Melissa's information in the comments. So if anyone wants tea from Melissa, you can reach out to her. All of her teas are so good.
Mm-hmm. This one is delicious.
And I think we only have one real upcoming event. I'll be at the Alberta Avenue Community League this Thursday from 4 to 8 p.m. That's at 9210 118th Ave Northwest. So come on out and support local. And then Thursday at 11, I'll be doing live energy readings. For those of you that didn't get a chance to tune in to Wake Up with the Wand on Monday, I had a scheduling conflict. Lynn covered for me at the beginning of the month, and I was covering for her the third week of the month, and I forgot that there were 5 weeks this year. So instead of doing it the third week, I'm doing it the fourth week. So that's this Thursday at 11. So tune in to get your cards read. And then Thursday evening, we have Quiet Thoughts with Lynn at 7 p.m. And I think that's it coming up. And I say this every single time we're watching, or everybody tunes in, but I do have quite a few little juicy things in the works. So stay tuned for some changes or some new and exciting things happening.
Keep an open mind.
Yeah. Thanks, Lynn. And as Melissa mentioned, or Thanks, Lynn, for posting Melissa's Facebook page or website and Facebook page. Michelle, as Michelle mentioned, I did do some DNA work on her, and I'm actually doing DNA work on a few other people. So watch for my webpage to come up with testimonials. And if anybody's interested in anything like that, please reach out. I might add something else. Oh, check out our new Facebook page. I know it's been up and running for about 6 weeks now, but definitely check out the new Facebook page webpage at www.theweeklywand.ca. And we don't have that many people looking for Wando. Definitely search for Wando, take a picture of him, send him in, and get your name in for some swag or a reading or something from either Lynn or I, or me or Lynn, or I don't know. Anyhow, check it out. And is there anything you wanted to sign off with?
No, thank you for having me. I was really nervous coming today.
Thank you for see, easy peasy, right? And
yeah,
just
it was
completely organic and fun. And if any of you, any of my viewers that have tuned in today, would like to be a guest on Tea with the Universe, please reach out. I would love to have you. You can get a hold of me, send me an email at teawiththeuniverse@gmail.com. So thank you for posting that webpage, Brian. As always, you could be doing anything this evening. You chose to be here with me, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Take care, and I will see you next time. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.